What's up, gang? It's Deltia from DeltiasGaming.com here to do buy-to-play launch, Crown Store. It's finally here. Came a day early, and I wanted to talk to you about what I think about it, positives, negatives, my opinion overall, if I like it, and show off some of the cool gear they dropped on us that we had no idea about, like this mount. Let's get started going over the Crown Store and buy-to-play with Elder Scrolls Online. So overall, I really like the Crown Store. There's a couple positives, a couple negatives. We're going to start with the positives since I'm a positive kind of guy. First of all, there's no buy-to-win items in here. There is one controversial thing that you get out of the Crown Store, but not so much in the items themselves. For instance, the consumables are no better than any health potion you can find at endgame. There's also no XP boost that you can buy directly in here, which is a big thing for a lot of players. Personally, I don't mind if you're getting XP boost leveling up, but not at endgame. Which brings me to the controversial point, which is the champion point or XP gain that you get: experience, inspiration, trait, and gold. ESO Plus member, what's that? That's the subscriber benefit. So there's some things here that you could see maybe going back and forth if you like that or not. I think it's a good incentive for people to subscribe, though I don't know a whole lot about the experience gain. That's kind of controversial to me, though the inspiration, traits, and gold I can see happening. So overall, I like that there's no buy to win stuff. A couple other things are the price points are really good. So if you buy 5,500 crowns, that's $40 is what it is. So if you buy a lot in bulk, it's actually less than $1 per 100 crowns, less than $1. I think that's a good price point, especially if you've never played other MMOs. I mean, some of these mounts here, 900, that's roughly $6, $7 if you buy a bunch of them. Now, you're not forced to buy any of this stuff. So when people get all up in arms about crowns and stuff like that, or cash up items, you don't have to buy this. In fact, you don't need to buy any of this to play the game. And so it's all cosmetic stuff, which is another reason why I like it. There's nothing that enhances your character directly. And even the same with the pets. They just follow you around. They do not enhance your character. Really, really like that. The other thing that I like is there's no random boxes or loot or anything. If you've bought other games and played their system, you have to buy something over and over and over to get the one thing that you want. Star Wars: The Republic, for instance. Now, while I personally hate that, that brings me to the negative points, which is there's nothing that you're going to buy probably in here more than once. They really need to add something such as like cosmetic changes, maybe even race changes, something that allows you to buy over and over and over. Because as a business model, you need something besides these little consumables that people are going to spend their money on. Some things that I suggest are, what about costume enhancements? For instance, if you buy this costume that I'm wearing right here, what about buying modifications for it? So if I wanted to change in the belt, or if I wanted to buy a weapon costume or something like that, something purely cosmetic, but yet allows you to customize your experience, especially looking. Appearance-wise, spend your money till you're blue in the face. Doesn't matter, as long as it doesn't change the factor of the game. Also, race and appearance changes. I would like to change my appearance, not so much on this guy, but some of my other characters. Race is kind of controversial, but I would like to change my Nord. I would pay $20, $30 for that. Honestly would. So those things would generate a lot of income for them. And I think they eventually need to add something like that to keep recurring purchases going. Also, there's really no subscriber benefit for PvP players besides the 10-point experience. That does not apply to Alliance points, which is pretty controversial in and of itself. The thing that I would like to see for PvP incentives is a priority queue system. So if you go to Alliance in here, and this is pop locked, I would like that subscribers get priority over getting into the server. Now, for me personally, if you're paying $15 a month, there should be some other benefits besides just, getting some crowns and the 10% experience. Though that's enough to make me subscribe. So PvP, another incentive I think they need to have. I also think they need to have recurring purchases. And then also purchasing the actual items is not exactly easy. So from a business model standpoint, when I go to buy crowns, it takes me to this external website, which I'm going to show you right now. So we're at the external site to buy extra crowns or in-game currency used to buy digital items. The downside here is that you have to basically go through 2 to 3 windows with your information. It saves your address, but it doesn't save your credit card every time, making each purchase kind of redundant. Now, I don't know if they're going to add it in the future, but I would think that it would be beneficial for them to add in-game purchases, where you click one button, it saves your information from an external website, and then allows you to get crowns instantly. From a business standpoint, you want that threshold to buying stuff very, very seamless, because your customers want it now. They don't want to have to re-enter their stuff all the time like I had to do on launch. What seems like a 1-minute inconvenience will prevent people from spending money. Overall, I'd give the Crown Store so far a 7 out of 10. The reason why, there's a little bit of barriers to purchasing stuff. It doesn't have a whole lot of options, and there's no reason to keep on buying stuff once you've collected it all. So I think in the future they're going to expand on this and find a way to be able to customize your character in a little bit more detail. I like the costumes, but the fact that on my Sorc, if I use bound armor, covers it up. I can't dye my armor, and a couple other things make it not as effective as I would like it to be. However, they didn't sell out and buy XP boost potions so you could get 30% XP for $2 or something like that, making it an awesome thing for people that don't want this game to go buy to win. There is some incentive to subscribe. The 10 XP definitely is controversial, but I think it's enough to get people to subscribe. 7 out of 10, I'm happy with it. I think it's a good launching point, but overall I think this will attract a lot of different people into the game. And shinies are always good. The good thing is you don't have to buy them if you don't want to. Thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the Crown Store. Good, bad, or did I miss something? Thanks for watching.